English Grammar, Lesson 16. It's time now to talk about imperative sentences. Sentences like, open it. The imperative uses the base verb to ask a person to perform an action. The imperative often is used as a command, open it. But we could also use the imperative to make a request. Please open it. How do we report imperative sentences? That's just one of the questions we'll answer in this lesson. In this lesson, we'll answer these two questions. How do we report imperative sentences? What other reporting verbs can we use besides say, tell, and ask? As I mentioned, imperative sentences are used to do different things. We can give commands or orders. Come here now. Give directions. Turn left on Fifth Avenue. Give instructions. Write your account number on your check. Make requests. Please show the client in. And issue warnings. Don't feed your dog candy. But how do we report imperative sentences? Let's look at one of our examples, a request. Please show the client in, said Mr. Wells to the receptionist. The reported statement is, Mr. Wells told the receptionist to show the client in. So when reporting imperative sentences, we most often use this form, who, our speaker, tell or ask, the reporting verb, usually in the past tense, whom, the object, and the infinitive. Again, our example is Mr. Wells told the receptionist to show the client in. Let's try our first exercise. Exercise 1. Report each imperative sentence using tell or ask and an infinitive. Example. Make a wish. What did the mother say? We already have the speaker and our reporting verb. The mother told. Whom? Her daughter. And the infinitive? To make. The mother told her daughter to make a wish. Now you try number 1. 1. Enjoy your youth, son. What did the father say? Answer. The father told his son to enjoy his youth. 2. Don't go too fast and have an accident on your birthday. What did the father say? Answer. The father told his son not to go too fast and have an accident on his birthday. 3. Dance with me. It's my birthday. What did the man say? Answer. The man asked the woman to dance with him because it was his birthday. Because there are so many uses of the imperative, we don't have to limit ourselves to the reporting verbs tell and ask in reported speech. There are many others to choose from. Let's consider some examples. Come to my party. Example 1. Jennifer invited us to come to her party. Don't tell me you have other plans. Example 2. Jennifer warned us not to tell her we had other plans. Don't be late. Example 3. Jennifer warned us not to be late. Or, Jennifer reminded us to be on time. When choosing other reporting verbs besides the most common ones of say, tell, and ask, you need to think about these two questions. What verb most accurately reports the nature of the speaker's words? So focus on meaning. What grammar is required by the reporting verb? Think about structure. I'd like to present other reporting verbs to you now, and I'll group them by meaning. By focusing on the speaker's purpose, you can choose an accurate reporting verb. You can use tell or ask to report a request. It may be more accurate to choose a verb like plead or urge. Invitations can be reported with ask, but you could also try invite. Commands and orders can be reported with tell. You might also choose command, demand, order, or wish to be more accurate. Directions and instructions can be reported with tell, or you may try advise, caution, instruct, or recommend. These are just some suggestions. For questions, you might use ask, inquire, question, or wonder as your reporting verb. Responses can use answer, clarify, confirm, explain, insist, reply, respond. And here are even more reporting verbs for you to consider. Verbs to report neutral statements. Verbs to report emotional statements. Verbs to report purposeful statements. Now I'm not going to give examples for all of these verbs, and if some are unfamiliar to you, you can look them up in a dictionary. These lists are really just a reference for you. Now let's consider reporting verbs from the viewpoint of structure. Some reporting verbs, we'll call them Group A, use this structure. It's the reporting verb plus an object, whom, plus the infinitive. It's the same structure used for ask and tell. Ask someone to do something. Tell someone to do something. Now you can use this structure with these verbs: advise, encourage, forbid, invite, instruct, order, remind, request, urge, and warn. Again, I won't give examples. This is just a reference. In Group B, we have verbs that are followed by an infinitive. Agree to do something, beg to do something, claim to do something, etc. Now some verbs belong to more than one group. For example, beg and promise can also use the structure we saw in Group A. You can beg or promise someone to do something. And a lot of these verbs can simply be followed by a that clause, as in, she swore that she was telling the truth. In Group C, we have verbs followed by a gerund, the ing form of a verb. For example, acknowledge doing something, admit doing something. Advise is a verb that belongs to both Group C and A, so we can advise doing something, and we could advise someone to do something. In Group D, we have reporting verbs followed by an object, whom, followed by a preposition, followed by a gerund. For example, accuse someone of doing something. Other verbs in this group are blame, dissuade, congratulate, forgive, and warn. There are others. Again, these lists are not complete, but they're a good reference for you. In our last group, Group E, reporting verbs are followed by that plus the base verb. This is a more formal structure, also known as the subjunctive. It's very typical in writing. Let's use an example with propose. The manager proposed that all employees be given equal vacation time. Let's try one more exercise. Exercise 2. Listen to each statement, then identify which reported statement is most accurate. Happy birthday! Which is most accurate? A. Jennifer wished me a happy birthday. B. Jennifer requested that I have a happy birthday. C. Jennifer promised me to have a happy birthday. Well, the purpose of that statement was not to make a request or promise, but rather to express a wish. So A is most accurate. Why don't we have the party outside? Which is most accurate? A. Jennifer demanded that we have the party outside. B. Jennifer suggested that we have the party outside. C. Jennifer threatened to have the party outside. Answer: B. I'm over 30. In fact, I'm closer to 40. Which is most accurate? A. Jennifer confessed that she's over 30. In fact, she admitted to being closer to 40. B. Jennifer argued that she's over 30. In fact, she denied being closer to 40. C. Jennifer recalled that she's over 30. In fact, she consented to be closer to 40. Answer: A.
Have a nice day.
Which is most accurate? A. Jennifer wished us a nice day. B. Jennifer congratulated us on a nice day. C. Jennifer guaranteed that we would have a nice day. Answer: A. A follow-up exercise to this lesson is available exclusively at EnglishCafe.com. My username is JenniferESL.
Well, we've reached the end of our lesson, and this is also the end of our series on reported speech. Thanks for watching, and happy studies.